Hello and welcome to Integrated Medical Biochemistry with Dr. Bijoya. In continuation with the omics sciences, today let us see what is metabolomics. So let's start. Now, metabolomics actually, in order to know metabolomics, first we need to know what is metabolome. So the metabolome represents the complete set of metabolites in a biological cell, tissue, organ, or organism, which are the end products of cellular processes. And metabolomics is the scientific study of these chemical processes involving the metabolites, the small molecule substrates, intermediates, and the products of metabolism. So, in short, metabolomics is all the metabolites that are uh, produced in a cell in a particular situation, and metabolomics is the study of those metabolites. Now, studying the metabolome is as advantageous for the following reasons. The metabolome provides the closest link to the phenotype of an organism, which means if we have a study of all the metabolites that are produced in a body, it will give us the closest idea about the phenotype of an organism. Now, the second point is the analytical approach are transferable across different biological systems. So, this will provide us a link about how various systems are integrated and what is the sameness or what is the difference between different biological systems. And the third point is metabolism is highly conserved across biology. So, whether it is a yeast cell, a bacterial cell, or a human cell, there are a lot of similarities, and metabolism is conserved. So, this we can study by the metabolome and metabolomics. Now, the major approaches in metabolomics include the following, which is well described in this table. So let us look at the approaches. The first one is the target analysis, and the advantage of doing this analysis is it's a quantitative technique. There is low, even in low values, the target is being detected and the throughput is very high. Throughput is high meaning in a short span of time many molecules can be studied simultaneously, and the disadvantage is that limited number of compounds can be targeted. So the disadvantage of the target analysis is that only a limited number of compounds can be targeted, and it does not detect the untargeted. So unknown molecules cannot be identified by the this approach. The targeted compounds must be available, purified for calibration. So even standards are needed for the targeted analysis. Now the second approach is the metabolite profiling, and it is not targeted, and it is a semi-quantitative technique. So that is the disadvantage, and majority of the peaks are not identifiable. The informatics is difficult and the throughput is not as high as the targeted analysis. Whereas in metabolic fingerprinting, it is also not targeted, it is global, it is directly applicable to the pattern recognition, and it has the highest throughput. And the disadvantage is that it cannot identify the compound. But it can give us a fingerprint. So, if we know the fingerprint of any metabolite, in a particular situation, then a lot of things can be studied and understood. So the analytical techniques used in metabolomics now needs to be addressed. So once we know that this is a particular situation in which we would like to do the study the metabolome, for example in diabetes. So if we want to see what metabolites are produced in different tissues or organs, then now we need to we need to know the technique that has to be used to. So let us see what are the various techniques. So here these are the various techniques and their advantages and disadvantages are given over here. So the major techniques used are NMR, GCMS, LCMS, CEMS and FTIR. So the advantage of NMR is it's a rapid analysis, it has high resolution, there is no derivatization needed. It's non-destructive, means in the conditions will not break the molecule or sever the molecule. But the disadvantage is that it has low sensitivity, convoluted spectra, and more than one peak per component is seen, and the libraries of limited use due to complex matrix. Then now we come to the GCMS, which is a sensitive technique. It is robust and it has a large range, but it is slow. It requires derivatization, and many analytes are thermally unstable and too large for using the GCMS because it's a gas chromatography. So the column will be uh, damaged if we use large molecules for analysis. So it has limited application. Now next is the LCMS, that is liquid chromatography mass spectrometry. Here no derivatization is required. Many modes of separations are available and it has large sample capacity. But the disadvantage is that it is slow and the available libraries of molecules is very limited. Now next is the CEMS, which the advantage is that it has high separation power, small sample requirement, analysis is rapid and can analyze neutral anions, cations, and no derivatization is required. The disadvantage is that limited commercial libraries are available and poor retention time of reproducibility. Now the next technique is the FTIR. Here there's a rapid complete fingerprint of sample is obtained, and this is the advantage. So it is good for fingerprinting of a particular uh, condition of a particular molecule mixture, and the disadvantage is that the metabolite identification is impossible. So here are some abbreviations of the metabolomic techniques that have been used in this presentation. You can go through these. Hope you liked what I spoke. So please subscribe to my channel, like and share, and click on the bell icon. Thank you. Have a good day.